Hello, this time the newcomer in my collection, Peugeot 205 Turbo 16 with the delivery world champion, as the car was in the mid-80s. This may be an evolution 1 of the winning edition of 1985. This car had been used. She's a bit yellowed. The plastic get in kind of darker tint. She had very nice stickers. They haven't suffered of time. There is a plastic bit missing here. The windshield, if you want to focus. Okay. The windshield is not locked, so I suspect it has to be, and yes, it needs to be glued or clipped. And it needs also another bit of plastic here. There is no antenna, there is a hole here, and I suppose it's for it. What is nice, it is very detailed body, and the wheels are like true Peugeot style for rally and GTI cars. It was not those used in the World Racing Championship. The car was previously opened by another person. There is a screw missing for the I had this phone. Okay, so this time you can see it's missing a screw here, the screw that lock the body on the chassis here. The motor is at the front, which is like a true Peugeot 205, while the T16 was all-wheel drive. Battery trap. So there is no screw. the body might be locked, so I will push here under, and with one hand, not that easy. And here we are, push at the rear, because there is two lock here, and here it is, the windshield. So there is no screw, there is only some kind of plastic piece that lock it. So I will use novice cleaner, and it seems in very good shape, and we can see the color difference between in and out of the body shell. And here it is. So we have maybe Mabushi 130 or 280 DC brushed motors. The main electronics, and the rear axle with no suspension at all. I suspect, and I'm sure, that this wire would would receive the antenna, but I have no clue how to look the original antenna. So I will put an hard wire, and I will check that quickly. So I've turned the car, and okay. As you can see, when I push the remote, the wheel turns in the other end. So now I will try to melt some plastic bits to repair the body. I will also use a novice to clean the windshield, at least the black glasses. I will screw it down. I will also clean with soap the rubber wells, reinstall correctly the circuits, found suitable screws to lock the body, create an antenna, and maybe also replace the capacitors on the circuits, and she will be okay. So the body is now separated from the chassis and the glasses and the battery trap. As you can see, there is no marks, no scratch on the stickers, but here at the rear bumper I will have to add a bit of plastic. So I start to melt with acetone some bits of Tamiya toys. Here too, at the screen border of the rear glass, which will a bit important because there is some, I don't know if you can see it, there is some bits to support and lock the windshield, so to explain what is was not in its correct place. There is a mark here that I will try to remove with a novice or product for plastic, and there is a small crack here. I will just fulfill at the rear with plastic glue. The glasses are in a very good shape. There is very few marks. I will try to remove them with Novus 3s, and I will make it shiny with Novus 2 product. All the bits to lock the glasses are present. I find myself very lucky with that. Now I will try to install some Canon batteries and try to see how it reacts. And now the moment of truth. Did I done a good desexcitation? And it works. So one wheel is powered directly, the other one is by friction. So this might be the front wheel, and she turn backward. Okay. Bon. Let's see if the remote reacts. No. Ah, she changed off. Yes, she turned the other way when I push the battery, so there might be a bit more of cleaning required. The defective battery contact is now removed. I will try to clean it more because it gives power to the receiver, and so the car turns in the rear side immediately, and I can't set the newer frequency if it's not fully powered. I have used a Dremel with a Leighton brush at low speed, and now I have also realigned the contact. It seems that there is no trace of corrosion left on it. Now I will install it in the battery trap. Now it's reinstalled, and I will check if everything is nice. The car doesn't change of turning, so it's okay. So let's put back the cover and put it on a plate. Okay, let's power it on. And the car don't want to go back. So this time I have cleaning every one with the Dremel tool, with Leighton brush, and this time it doesn't have some wheel changing while I push the batteries, and you can see the car won't go straight right. There it is. Okay, so now turn it off, and I will remove the screw and check if I can adjust the frequency of the board in order to have a reaction with the remote I have. Okay, so little by little. Okay, not, and yes. You can see the wheel stop and restart on the other side. And how far? It's very small. Okay, I will extend the antenna. And the range is short. So with a wire of 13 centimeter, it will make a suitable antenna. And now let's care about the body. The bit of plastics I put in acetone straw to melt a bit, so maybe we'll use it very quickly. As usual, I have taken a rest of surrounding plastic bits from Tamiya Toys parts, and white one for white body, it will be nice. Now I will take care of the glasses with a paper towel. I will use at first Novus 3 for the scratches, and I will use Novus 2 to polish, make it shiny. So I have applied a nice layer of Novus 3. I wait about 1 minute to make it react, and then I will sweep it out nicely with soft cloth. So I have ended up by using 2 times Novus 2 and also Novus 1 for plastic clean and shine spray with a soft towel, and scratches are hardly visible now, and it's become much more shiny. For the body, I have used on it Novus 2. Up. Get down. So I removed the mark of paper pen and kind of paint there was on it. I also removed on the motor top here black marks there was, and I also lightly, very lightly applied on dust and marks there was on the stickers. because there seems to be laminated stickers. And now I will prepare the body with the melted plastic bits. So the body is now prepared to receive the melting plastic bits. Again, I have used aluminium and adhesive. I also create one part for the rear windows angular that was a bit broken. For this one I will directly put it and I will rectify it after. 1 hour after I put the plastic bits on the body, it started to become solid. So I will likely use these grinder tools, the blue one on the Re.EL system. You will for sure use protective glasses, and I will show you the result. I have already done a little test on the arc of the rear right windows where there was a missing bits. As you can see, I have to use fine sandpapers to make it perfectly clear, and I hope to have the same result here for the rear and there for the other glass windows. So after I have used the Dremel tools, I have used on the grinder and polished a bit with sandpaper high grade 2000. For the parts which were small, it's okay. I will have also have to add some more materials here, a tiny bit. As you can see, I recovered the body form. For the rear, as it is bigger and wider, I will have to wait more time and to add some more materials because it was not dry enough to be touched. But as you can see, we are now at a good point. For the rear right windows arc, as you can see now it's nearly perfect. I have also filled the crack on the front wheel arc and polished it a bit. And about the missing bits here, I will have to add a bit of material to recover the same form that the body lines, but it's already quite good. Externally, it's nearly perfect. So let's get back in a few hours after that I have had some more bits. Here it is now. I have applied a little layer of Tamiya white paint X2 for plastic. At the back of the part, I have applied a bit of cyanoacrylate glue with a layer of 3M adhesive tape, because even if they seem solid, they are fragile, and I don't want to lose parts I recreate. I have reinstalled the windshield and the glasses, so now it fits at the right position as the support is back. I have reinstalled the windshield and the glasses, call it as you like. The black plastic parts that replace the windows, and now it fits perfectly as there is its support back in its place. I will replace the chassis for the test. The chassis is now back in the car. The shell fits perfectly. Everything seems fine, especially the rear bumper, and the part I have installed is fitting perfectly. It's hard to see the difference. Now I have to change the capacitors and create an antenna.